Last game of your rival series, MP. What you got in store for us tonight?
I'm feeling a blowout.
How do you think the other team feels?
Don't care. Tonight's all about you, the fans. The fans make rivalries matter, even when the records say they don't. The fans make this entire league possible, and that's just being honest. So, yeah, I think a blowout's the least we can do for y'all, after all y'all have done for us.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And on tap tonight, it's the Detroit Pistons going up against the Indiana Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is looking. You look at the Pistons. Right now, they rank third in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason. And, of course, Indiana, 5 spots from the top.
When I look at Indiana, they are hoping to win this game and avoid the play-in tournament. However, if they are in it, they should still be favored to win. So it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out at the end.
A look at the Pistons starting group. We've got Cade Cunningham, Holland out there with Asar Thompson. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Duren in at the 5, down low. And for Indiana, Ivica Zubac's out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's MP, then there's Walker, and it's McConnell in at the point. And we've got a great one for you here tonight. A good old-fashioned conference rivalry, Legs.
There's nothing wrong with teams disliking each other and I think we've got that here tonight. It's been abundantly clear over the years. I would not be surprised if things got a little chippy tonight.
Ooh, that's what we're here for, baby.
I'm ready for it.
And these rivalry games, always captivating. Some players will try to downplay it, but not MP. He said all along, I'm coming for him.
I think MP has done a pretty good job considering the top-level talent he's faced in these rivalry games thus far. He's been able to rise to the occasion, and hey, he's been winning more than losing. I know MP can't stand the thought of losing even one more rivalry battle, so I think we're going to be in for a show here in this one.
Not how they were looking to start the game. They've come up empty on their first 3 tries.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Here's Holland. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. And again, no good by Detroit.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Pass to MP. Siakam outside. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Indiana.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For Detroit, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. There's Cunningham with a 3. And again, the Pistons missing.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
MP. Rebound Detroit.
Well, they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Duran with a rebound. Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Holiday with the ball. Siakam covering. And here's Cunningham outside. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. MP's got 10 points in the game. Pistons trail by 9. Holiday passes to Cunningham. From deep. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. MP's shot is good.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. The 3-ball. Pacers with a rebound. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team. Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Here's Holland. 8 points in his last time out. Pure from 3-point range. 1 minute left in the opening quarter. Here's MP. And Indiana again with the bucket.
MP smart enough to know he doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
Thompson outside. He puts up a 3. And Detroit another 3. Pacers leading by 9. Here's MP. And Indiana again with the bucket.
And the D having issues slowing down their mid-range game.
Cunningham with the ball. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And he knows how deadly he can be off the dribble. I like the assertiveness Cunningham showed right there.
A nice shot by MP.
Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
Fires for 3. And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
MP, no good from the wing.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
And so it's MP making things happen for Indiana. Indiana with some changes. Siakam, he's checked in for Potter. MP comes in for Shepard. And it's McConnell in for Nimhart. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. Three-pointer. And again, no good by Detroit.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Drew Holiday out there with Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the center position. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. And front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Now here's Holiday. No points yet. Unable to get that one.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers put on a show. He picked up 29 points and chalked up a few assists along the way as well. He is front and center in their playoff chase. He wants to be the guy that carries them into the postseason. Send it back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Yeah, and the intensity he played with in that one, that's something you hope to build on.
Agreed. He's coming into this one with some great momentum.
It was so impressive how he got to his spot. And when you do that, the ball will find you.
Zubats, he's checked in for Indiana. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Holland's checked in.
Got it. Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
Holiday from long range. It's rebounded by Indiana. Zubats has got 7 rebounds in the game. And MP with a basket on the assist by Zubats. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And it's Cunningham missing.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
A nice shot by MP.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
From downtown, and he hits it. That makes him 1 for 6 for the game.
Well, we know Holiday can do damage from outside the arc, which is why the defense has to be right up on him.
Out of bounds, it'll be Pistons ball. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. In third, Indiana.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
The Pacers making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Back to Holiday. Launches it. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
MP and Indiana again with the bucket.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
Thompson outside. And here's Cunningham outside. And Detroit another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pacers leading by 12. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Holiday. A nice shot by MP. Pistons shooting just 35% from the floor. Holiday looking for an opening. From the arc. It's hauled in by McConnell.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
MP no good. Pistons trail by 14. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
MP shot is good.
That is a strong finish by MP, showing he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
and the Pistons shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. There's Cunningham with a 3. Indiana with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
They enjoyed a big win in their last meeting, putting their opponent in just terrible foul trouble throughout the game.
Well, when you get a team's starters in foul trouble, you make it difficult for them to establish any type of rhythm.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Detroit Pistons.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right now in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
Let's take a moment now and swing on over to the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference.
I think for Detroit, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
Thanks as always.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
MP is out there with TJ McConnell. Then there's Walker. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Zubats in at the 5. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA. Another one falls. Amazing.
Another outstanding game for him. He has been a consistent offensive force all year.
Only 3 other players in NBA history have more 40-point games in a season than he does. Money from 17 feet out. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I know younger players like MP don't often take mid-range jumpers, but still, it can be a useful weapon.
Pacers leading by 17. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Tim, 1 year, you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the 3 could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
There's Cunningham with a 3. It's hauled in by McConnell.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
To the inside, here's Holiday, and Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday, showing up the defense with a jam.
MP, the pass to McConnell. Back to MP. From deep three-point range. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. McConnell's got 7 assists in the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Down low. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. MP's got 49 in the game. The Pistons have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Outside Holiday, takes a 13-footer. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 14-2 run here. Another one goes. Incredible. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Detroit calls timeout. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, BA. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Brian, back to you.
A new day. Allie, thank you. Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Zubats. Potter comes in for Siakam. Neesmith, he's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for McConnell.
You have to put a body on Duran. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
MP, no good.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Holland with the rebound. Detroit has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Controls the rebound and the putback.
That is really good positioning that time by Harris. He set himself up in a perfect spot to grab that offensive board. Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
And Harris throws it down.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
A nice shot by MP.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Thompson passes to Duran. Good on the bucket.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, got that one up quick. MP's got 55.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Holiday from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Here's MP. Again, Indiana.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
No good from outside. Here's Neesmith. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making them.
MP getting it done for Indiana. He's simply on a different level tonight, piling up astronomical point totals in this game. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent...
He's checked in for Indiana. MP comes in for Shepard. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Jalen Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Holland comes in for Harris. Thompson, he's checked in for Green. And Holiday subbed in for Jenkins. Now here's Holiday. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. Cunningham is out there with Drew Holiday. Then there's Holland. Then there's Jalen Duran. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Pass to Holiday. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Pistons trail by 20. To the middle. And the Pistons pushing it up now.
Well, let me tell you something. Cade Cunningham has gone from a rising star in this league to a bona fide star and putting up big numbers tonight.
He launches. Again! What an avalanche!
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right. And now he's tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Back to Cunningham. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pulls it in from the elbow. He got it again! Sensational!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time.
Yeah, when you talk about absolutely thrilling your fan base, MP has done it. I mean, who knows if this franchise record will ever be broken? And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pacers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year.
Yeah, it was a fun matchup this year. Neither team could gain an edge. It's the kind of rivalry you want to see between conference opponents.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
He fires. Oh, it's off. Shot from 12. It's cleared away by Thompson. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday outside. Knocks down the trifecta. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And there it is! And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Now over to Dominic Hamill.
60+ in the win for you, MP. Was I seeing things, or did you leave a few points on the board out there? It felt like you could have hit 70 if you wanted.
I took a lot of good shots, and I made a good share. I'm not trying to be greedy, Dominic. Everyone needs to eat. At a certain point, you got to leave well enough alone or the basketball gods are going to get you.
Well, no one wants that, MP.
Definitely not me. Alrighty.
Brian, back to you.
Great stuff there, Dominic. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. We'll see you later.
Mo, Mr. Strassman.
Thank you, sir.
Here we go.
Frank. All right, MP. Another rivalry game, another win. How do you guys keep the intensity up playing teams that you don't have the same history with?
Everyone in that locker room is pleased with our performance. But no one is satisfied. Our motivation is to be great. And that motivation is always there, no matter who we're playing.
Thank you, MP.
MP!
Oh, MP. Right.
NBA is no joke, okay? For real, it's no joke. But MP going out there putting up points like that as a rookie, he's different, man. He's different. NBA is
All right, first game coming up later today.
A city with tremendous history and a love for basketball. We are live in Paris. Welcome, everyone, to 2K's coverage of the FBSL. For 2K Sports, I'm Blake Suniga with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. We have a fun one for you tonight. It's Paris FC Basket hosting Nanterre Elite. Some great young talent on these teams.
And the name to watch tonight for Nanterre is Benoit Lambert. He's long been regarded as one of the up-and-coming French talents, and he'll look to leave his mark here tonight.
But Paris has their own prospect making his debut. MP comes in from the U.S., and we'll get to see him in action.
And a bit of a strange path for MP to come over to France, but he'll have plenty of chances to show what he can do, as Nanterre is a sound basketball team.
And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
About 1 minute played here so far in the first. Wide open look. Mark's no good. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Now, something that's interesting, you kind of think about, is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
And it's Marchand getting it to go.
Sneaking in there for some second chance points. Great hustle from Marchand.
Here's MP. Again, it's Paris. And so here's Nanterre. Three-pointer Chauvet. It's hauled in by Paris.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Now here's Marks. Elbow shot. And Elitch pulls it down. It's Paris leading. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Here's Marchand. Outside Chauvet. All alone. And once again off the mark by Nanterre. Here's MP. And Paris tacks on two more.
You can trust Dumont to make the right read and send a pass to where it needs to go.
And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
He is such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
MP and Paris tacks on two more.
Showing good court awareness. MP just takes what the defense gives him.
Pass to Peltier. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Paris. MP outside. Takes the three. That one falls. Nice feed from DeMont.
You know, that short corner three, it's a shot that MP has really been working on.
Three-pointer Chauvet. Sinks the triple.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Shoots from the baseline. And Paris tacks on two more.
That's two for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
Chauvet. Hey, that's good.
There has not been much defense to speak of yet, has there?
Nope. It's been all offense all the time here early.
Offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Paris FC basket ahead, up by 7. We'll be right back to the action when we return. And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter here. And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
Mark's no good. And it's Paris with the ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. MP, it's good.
He's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Nanterre with the ball. Here's Beaumarchais. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
And the basket by Leduc.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team. And the coach of this Paris FC team, Lane Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
And that's why they want Marks to attack, stay active, not settle for just jump shots around the perimeter.
And that one drops for him.
He is definitely making his presence felt here in the first half, shooting it so efficiently.
Pass to Marks. Pulls up from the top of the key. Yeah, he can't hit that time. And it's Paris with the ball. It's a 16-point game. And here's MP from the arc. Another three for Paris.
Zero hesitation from MP. I love seeing the confidence.
Here's Girard. And that one is stuffed right through.
Don't think this fella can't do some major damage if you let him.
Well, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They'd better put a little more effort into their D the next time down.
Really impressive by the offensive player.
That's just a big-time play at the basket. I love to see that.
Here's Beaumarchais. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, it's a late reaction for the defense, and he's always going to convert that.
Back to MP. From the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, it wasn't the shot they were looking for, but he still got it to go.
Here's Beaumarchais. Goes up high for the two-hand dunk.
It's so easy to get spoiled watching this fella. He makes it look so simple.
Shot from the wing. Connects. The jumper drops.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
Here's Bleu. Pass to Beaumarchais. Good on the three-point shot. Outside Dumont. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Paris FC basket ahead, up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. One thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French league is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Now Marchand. Pass to Shohei. Jacks up a three. And Elitch pulls it down. MP right side.
That one rolling around and rims out.
Peltier with it. He's picked up by Dumont. And here's Lambert.
To the inside.
And it's Marchand getting it to go.
Got to play aggressive inside. Marchand not willing to back down there.
Here's MP. That one's on target from the wing.
And here's Marks.
8 points for him.
Pass to Shohei.
From outside the arc.
Harris grabs the miss.
Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And here's MP from the arc. And Lambert pulls it down. Marchand goes in. And Marchand with the stuff.
We talk about Olivier Marchand. When he gets going downhill, the big man can go right to the rim.
Fires from the wing.
MP, it's good.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Pass to Marks. Shohei. Misses the three.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Working around, get an easier shot.
And Dumont gets it to go.
Well, the captain of this Paris FC group, the methodical Pierre Dumont.
And Dumont is kind of the guy who always keeps his cool on the court. Never gets rattled and does all the little things.
Good on the shot.
Does a nice job getting it done inside by Peltier. You know, I'd like to see a little more of that from him.
And here's MP from the arc.
And he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Peltier outside.
Fires for three. Gets it to go from downtown.
An assertive shot from Peltier. He was looking to hit them with the answer triple.
Here's MP. And Paris tacks on two more. And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
And Paris tacks on two more.
In the third quarter, with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Here's Peltier. And Lambert is going to pick up the foul.
That's his first foul. Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
And it's MP missing.
That is such a low percentage shot.
Look, he's got to remember, he's got 4 teammates out there with him. He doesn't need to do it all by himself.
Pass
this
the
is
rock.
a team game.
Yeah.
Pass to Beaumarchais. Offensive board. Here's Bleu.
Second shot opportunity.
And Elitch pulls it down. Fires from the corner, and MP gets it to go.
You love MP's tenacity. He outplays the defense and gets himself a nice look.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Marks for three. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, he, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace.
Here's MP, and Paris tacks on 2 more.
From deep three-point range, well through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are... And Paris FC basket, call time.
He drains the quick shot.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
Pass to Marks. Chauvet.
The second chance effort, and that one good.
I really like that shot from Chauvet. Forced the defense to guard all 3 levels, including the mid-range.
Here's MP, and he drops it in from the low post.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Here's Marks. Ahern with the rebound.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Yep, that one goes.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
No question about it. He's hit everything he's looked at. That.
And just give him any bit of space and it's automatic tonight.
Here's Chauvet. Chauvet missing again. Now Paris FC basket with it. MP. Out to Ahern. MP. Marks defending. MP no good.
To the middle. Here's the teardrop.
Shot is off by Marchand. And here's Paris.
Gets himself open and drills it.
Well, when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
Marchand with it. Pass to Chauvet. Marchand outside. Outside Chauvet.
Launches a three.
They get it back.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. He just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Wasted no time on that one.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give him credit just to finish this one off. You saw that rebound was coming off long, and he was quick to the spot to grab it.
Dumont. Chauvet covering. Stolen by Marchand.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
An open look for Marks.
Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch.
And here's MP from the arc. And it's Nanterre with the rebound. Now here's Chauvet. That'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team, they'd be young. But I think they've turned some heads with how far along they are in their development.
A lot to like here from Paris. You know, the debut of MP gives their fan base hope for the season.
I'll be interested in how he develops over the year because he can clearly be an impact player for Paris, and they could be a dangerous team as the season goes on.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga thanking you for tuning in.
MP, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing against professionals now. They're physical, and they know how to use that strength. They're smart as well. They just process the game much quicker. But that's what I wanted. I'm here to become the best player I can be, and to do that, you have to go up against the best comp. You can't find this anywhere else.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning. I've made no secret that I want to play in the NBA, so I know that Benoit is a big-time prospect here, but I'm here to work on my game, become the best player I can be, and help my team get wins.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.